Hi, so in this video, we want to talk about taking a matrix that looks like it might be a candidate for being reduced row echelon form and seeing if it is in fact reduced row echelon form, and if not, why not? So let's go ahead and take a look at our first matrix here. Is this in reduced row echelon form? And if we recall our definition for reduced row echelon form, our leading ones or pivots need to be descending rightwards. And what we have here is we have valid pivots because we have ones, and everything above and below those ones are in fact zero, but they're not descending rightwards. You start here, then you go right, and then you come back left. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is not in reduced row echelon form. It could be in reduced row echelon form if maybe we swapped these two rows, which is a valid move, but it's not done as it stands. Alright, next let's move on to the matrix over here and ask ourselves, is this in reduced row echelon form? And if so or not, justified. So when I look at this matrix here, I notice I have a leading one here, and I have a potential pivot leading one here, but it has zeros underneath, but non-zero entry above it. And because of this non-zero entry above it, it is not in reduced row echelon form. So this is also not in reduced row echelon form. It could be in reduced row echelon form if I took 2 times the second row and added it to the first, thus making that 0 as well, but it is not complete as it stands. In this third matrix here, what we notice is that we have zeros underneath here, zeros underneath here, zeros above and below this pivot, but it's not a leading one, right? This is a -2, which is not a 1. So in order for this pivot to be a leading one, what we need to do is to multiply this row by -1/2, equivalently dividing it by -2, then it will be in reduced row echelon form. So this is also not in reduced row echelon form as well. Now, finally, let's get to this last matrix here. We have these two pivots, they're leading ones, everything above and below them are zeros, and they're descending rightwards. And because it satisfies all of these three things, this one is in fact in reduced row echelon form. So is RREF. Yay, and let's put a smiley face there. So to recall again, the issue here is we want our ones to be descending rightwards. The issue here is that we can't have non-zero entries above or below our leading ones or pivots, and in this last case here, this should be a 1, right? So that's no good. But in this case, everything's good, that's good, that's good, everything's descending the right way, so that's RREF. Alright, thank you.